Matchup in the SEC and college baseball overall. The #1 Arkansas Razorbacks and the #4 Tennessee Volunteers. 100% capacity at Lindsey Nelson Stadium for the first time this season. Heflin, a veteran left-hander, still looking for his first SEC win of the season.
Definitely has a veteran presence about it.
4-pitch strikeout as Webb goes down swinging.
Everyone agrees this is the #1 team in the country.
2-2 is raked. Shift is on. The second baseman Ferguson had that played right. And it's a 1-2-3. 13 pitch. Peyton Paulette, sophomore right-hander, making his 11th start. He hasn't won a game since February, but Dave Van Horn feels he's getting better. And they're still waiting for him to be a consistent 6-inning.
Yes, of over 1,000, which is pretty loud number this deep into the season.
Toward the gap. Looking for extra bases, and he's got it. It bounces over the wall for a double. Liam Spence. 5:37 from some guy named Burke. Trying to drag down the line. Here's Ferguson. Great speed. They got him.
Ooh.
Just in time to get Ferguson a close play.
This is a great look here.
Even if Paulette had handled it cleanly, his only play was to pitch over to first, and he is safe. So Tenn is
nice to get your veteran catcher back.
Breaking ball lashed through the whole left side. Spence comes in to score. Ferguson will halt at second base. 3 straight hits for Tennessee here in the first, and it's 1-0. Gilbert showing bunt. It gets it down out in front of home plate. Good throw by Opitz to second. They nearly got a double play. Boy, Casey Opitz, one of the strongest catching arms in college baseball. 29 runs batted in against the league. And he hits it high and deep to center field. Franklin is going to make the catch in front of the warning track. That's going to score another run for the Volunteers as Ferguson comes home, and it's 2-0.
As the lead recruiter in his time in Fayetteville, so kind of a golden era, and has positioned himself to be a pick in next year's draft. And that was just a matter of time. One of the great college players of all time, getting his due, as most people know him as.
How about this? Hit on the screws, but snared by Battles at short. Boy, Pavoloni roped right to Battle. Braden Webb in the 9th inning made a great catch up against the left field wall. Nobody's going to catch this one as he lines into center field with a 2-out single here in the 3rd inning. Newcomer of the week. Boy, you're right. Everything hit on a plane. Back-to-back hits, Rucker and Gilbert. 2 on, 2 out for Tennessee. The 2-2. Breaking ball, and that's what gets Russell out.
In the weekend rotation for a few weeks into the season, he only lasted 2 2/3 as Heflin punches out another.
Turns on the breaking ball. You can't do much with it. You know, the wind is not much of a factor here today.
Almost blown in.
Yeah. Walked him. Keeping tabs on him. The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. First baseman Slavens doesn't make the play. He was ready to go to second to start a potential double play, but he got ahead of himself. 2 on, 1 out. Second, Durkee at first. Fastball roped into center field. Lindsey is coming around. He's going to score easily. Going into third is Durkee. RBI single for Connor Pavoloni. Welcome back. And it's 3-0 Volunteers. Coming on for his 14th appearance.
Yeah, this Arkansas bullpen has certainly been leaned on heavily throughout the course of the season. Bolden carries the load on Friday, then takes Saturday off and comes back on Sunday. And what a sequence right there from Caleb Bolden.
Led here in the 4th. Ground ball. Candy hot for more, and Bolden does his job.
Grew up around some famous names, including Chipper Jones.
Oh, Heflin gives up a 1-out walk to Robert.
In order, 12 home runs on the season.
Ooh, that hit him. And now potential for a real big inning here for Arkansas. Breaking ball. And Tennessee gets out of trouble in the 5th. A walk and a hit batsman, but Heflin still hasn't allowed a hit through 5. Good hard. And Heflin worked around it. Gets a ground ball here, and that is going to bleed through into center field for the first hit of the day for the Razorbacks. And now the throw back into the infield escapes. And into second base is Cullen Smith.
So when you have a kid like Drew Gilbert.
Well, that one's lofted to left. Going back is Russell. Still going back, and it carries out. A 2-run homer for Braden Webb, who got the start today for Arkansas, and he makes Dave Van Horn's decision pay off.
Just trying to get Braden Webb going. They love the talent. How about going out over the plate for a backdoor breaking ball and hooking it? Striking up a good relationship, because when people talk about
is right to the power alley in left center. Goodbye home run. Christian Franklin struck out his first 2 times up against Heflin, but leaves the yard here, the second home run of the inning, and we are all tied up at 3.
Belief, you talk about swagger, and you talk about talent. This team has it all. Christian Franklin leaned back on one big fella, a bomb to the big part of the park, and he is feeling himself. Appearances that Kevin Kopps has, so the numbers aren't quite as eye-popping, but he's every bit as talented.
1800s. Swung on and missed. Here's the throw down to second. Did they get him? You bet they did.
Yeah, Tony Vitello puts the runner in motion there. A little hit and run with Durkee, and the Vols guess wrong. And fantastic job there by Casey Opitz and Jalen Battles. Watch Battles finish this play. Pick it, big old breaking ball. But don't tell him that. He stands out there like he's invincible.
Boy, and he looks invincible, trying to play that bare-handed. It just kind of got away from him. Runner goes. And did that hit him?
No, it's on the swing,
Battles.
but Casey Opitz got a running lead on Kirby Connell right there.
The 1-1 to Battles, and he's going to go to the opposite field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. Easily coming in to score is Casey Opitz. Jalen Battles with an RBI double here in the 7th, and now that decision by Connell to try and barehand it really comes back to bite. In the 3rd, they have 5 hits and 4 runs. Good bunt. It's going to be trouble. Smith has got a base hit, and going to 3rd
is as tough as anybody's, you could argue, in the conference, and the way they have handled it, as nobody is at first base. And what a play right there from Braden Webb, who continues to make Dave Van Horn look like a genius. And how about the team that leads the country in home runs, going back-to-back base hit bunts? He threw 77 against Pine Bluff. He's made some.
Now Ferguson knew it. And did that go over the scoreboard? It may have.
It did.
Home run, Ferguson, his 8th of the year. And Tennessee is within a run. Again, the 3-2. Boy, this could be a tough play for Smith. Thrown on the turf and gets away from the first baseman, Slavens. Rucker is aboard as the inning continues for the Vols. California, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Needs 1 out to get out of the inning.
Home run that puts his club up a run.
That was impressive for Ryan Costu, who has 6 wins this year despite no starts. After a big 5-run first inning, let it get away, lose 6-5. Franklin gets hit by a pitch here.
some of these guys that maybe slip through the cracks of recruiting that come on to have fantastic college careers.
And now Walsh can defend his position pretty well, too. Gives Goodard a little shove running down the line. Opitz, who's 1 for 3 at the plate. This skips away from Pavolone. And trotting over to third is Franklin. The game for Arkansas. 2-1 to Opitz. Ground ball left side, and that's going to get through. He delivers a big base knock, and that wild pitch looks really big now as it's 6-4. Called strike 3. Russell looking back at Daniel Cricks. He better watch out.
Pointing at where you think the ball crossed the plate. My goodness, Costu is on fire coming in out of this bullpen. What a big home crowd can do sometimes.
3-2 to Beck. He goes to right field and deep. Back on his horse as Wallace reaches up. And it is gone. Home run. Jordan Beck with an opposite field solo home run, his second hit of the day.
Yep, to keep it to within 1.
And Costu gets a strikeout here of Durkee to limit the Florida. And he swings at the first pitch and puts it into left field. Batting for Cullen Smith in the 9-hole, Welch gets the 3rd hit of the day out of that spot.
Ability to press the right buttons and a feel for how to win the game in front of you.
Just the one play, and that's to first. Webb gets his job done. Tough out this year. And he hits a line drive to left and through for a base hit. Liam Spence laid out to try and make the catch. Couldn't. Holding at third is Nesbitt. Runners at the corners and 1 out for the Hogs in the 9th. And this is hit to the gap. Right center. Long. Gilbert can't get there, and it hops the wall. Another run scores.
Yeah, and really Tennessee fortunate that this ball bounces over the wall, or Caden Wallace would have scored easily, but Christian Franklin, folks, just continues to come up huge for Arkansas. Love the way he gathers, lets that ball get deep and smokes it into right center field, and Drew Gilbert
edging closer to a 14th come from behind win. Hit on the ground, Rucker makes no mistake this time. Goes across to get Robert Moore. Huge insurance run, R2. And now they've got to face the big, tall rookie, 6'6", Jackson Wiggins, who has hit 98 miles per hour on the gun this year. Pavolone, Spence, and Ferguson. 9-1-2, popped up, and it's going to land in the outfield. Pavolone didn't know where it went. He's still going to be able to beat it out.
Wow.
I don't know that I've ever seen it.
It's usually something right down the line. I mean, look, he thinks he's popped this ball up straight back. And
walked him. 2 on, nobody out, and Ferguson comes up, who homered his last at bat.
Make him throw a strike first, I would think.
He's swinging, and he hits it high, and he hits it deep. Goodbye, home run, and Tennessee has walked it off. Two home runs on the day, and this is unbelievable to end it.
Yeah, we're thinking, are they going to bunt him? Or are they going to let him swing the bat? And he had it all taken care of. How about jump on the first one you see, a fastball right down Broadway?